was looking for a position basically within the science space, and found a position working on sustainability at a local government organization in Southern California. And so that really set the trajectory for my career, honestly. So I was managing energy efficiency projects and basically helping to make one of the ports down there more sustainable and implementing their green port program. And that led to climate work, obviously, and creating and developing a climate mitigation and adaptation plan. And from there, that just, like I said, kind of solidified my kind of career path within the climate and sustainability space. Just resonates a lot is that sustainability work, it's not just about, you know, there's the values component of it too, right? You're not just a cog in the wheel, but you're actually doing something that's helping make the community a better place. And so that has really kept me in this space. So I've pretty much spent my entire career in local government and on the climate and sustainability side. And that's where I see myself for the foreseeable future. So I think absolutely collaboration, communication, and just organization, honestly, especially so for the sustainability role, you're kind of the hub, right? You are responsible for implementing a plan that, so for our plan has almost 160 individual actions, or actually more than that. And so not all of those actions fall on my shoulders, right? They are the responsibility of a lot of folks across the city. And so making sure that you're organized, right, to be able to work with all those folks and track all that data is really important. Communication, I mean, that's a tremendous part, a huge part of climate and sustainability work is how you're communicating things, right? Because you're trying to spur people into action so that they'll, whether it be get on board with implementing a project, right, internally to externally getting, you know, business owners excited about a new policy or something like that, right? Some challenges are, I would say, across the board, and you'll hear this from lots of folks, is lack of money or funding to do things, right? We all want to be working towards these really aggressive goals, but not having the funding to be able to do that is an absolute challenge. And the lack of capacity too, kind of on that same side. So again, we've got this long list of actions, but that's not necessarily met with a budget or with the people, like the staff resources to be able to do that. Really acknowledge give credit where credit's due, right? Because you know, you'll find that again, folks really want to do a lot of great work. A lot of times, again, they just don't have the capacity. But you know, so my role is to kind of help jumpstart things. So if something's already moving, or it's not moving at all, right? But I just help initiate some conversations, make some connections, and help kind of pull a few things together. I'm going to give them all the credit for it, right? So that they can get it's generally the sustainability efforts are looked well upon, right, by the public. And that kind of thing. And also too, a lot of folks aren't very good at kind of tooting their own horn or telling that story. And so a lot of sustainability work, right, is also about telling the story and helping normalize new ways of doing things, right, or more efficient ways of doing things. On the community side, I've found that just really frequent communication and collaboration, right, is really important because again, folks just really want to, for the most part, folks just want to see positive change happen, right? So giving them a place and a platform and a way to be part of that solution, I think is really important. I think progress is absolutely a big motivator, right? When we're seeing, I mean, we know what the science tells us is that without significant action, we're going to be seeing catastrophic impacts, right? So that trajectory absolutely is a big motivator for me. Is making sure we're bending our curve, right, of our greenhouse gas emissions, so that we're creating a better community for our kids in the future. And yeah, I mean, it's cliche, but it's true, right? So yeah, progress is a big motivator for me. And I think too, the excitement and the passion that people have around these topics, I think is also a huge, huge motivator for me too. I'd say find an internship, volunteer, be curious. Like, so if you do get one of the, position like that, there is endless amounts of work and opportunity. And I think constantly asking questions, wanting to understand the process. I mean, I'm still learning, the nuances of government and different ways of implementing things, right? And so, you're always learning. And I think having that posture, you're not a cog in the wheel. This position in particular, you have the opportunity to make real change, which a lot of folks can't say that same thing. So take every opportunity you can to volunteer or anything like that, and be inquisitive, and find ways that you can make an impact within your community. Overall, I want to build a movement. I think that's how you win these things, right? Is you're building a group of folks who are engaged and excited about climate and sustainability, right? They're bought in. They feel part of the process. They feel part of the solution. I think that's a big part of it too, right? Is that they see their skin in the game, if you will. So it takes a lot of time and resources to do that. So it'll be slow going. But that's where partnerships come in, right? And conversations just like this. So spread the word.
For sure.
Encourage your, sharing your passion for all this work, and because that's again how change is gonna happen, is that those slow and steady and those personal conversations that happen.
My climate leadership story starts in middle school, where I joined our school's environmental club or green team. When it first started out, we were raising and releasing coho salmon fry as part of a program to increase the local salmon population, conducting recycling audits of the school, and reached King County Green School's program level 1 while I was there. And then in high school, I joined the environmental club, and while I was there, we worked our way up to level 3 of the King County Green Schools program and put on several awareness campaigns, conducting many projects focused on the environmental awareness over the years. But it was before that, at the beginning of 8th grade, I joined the Sustainability Ambassadors nonprofit. Their mission is to empower youth to catalyze community sustainability, working towards a sustainable future for our local community and beyond, by connecting many facets of the community to reach common goals. To accomplish this, we were trained in what we call the 4 Ps: policy analysis, performance assessment, project management, and public speaking. And while this was focused through the lens of sustainability, climate change is the overarching factor in all of the work that I have done, best seen in the climate change sandwich. But moving forward, it is clear to me that climate change concerns encompass and affect everything seen in daily life. Now I am majoring in conservation biology and philosophy, hoping to become an environmental lawyer.